Hey guys, Dan Lantz here, director of Chlorine Kills, coming out very, very soon. I wanted to talk about your dreams being within your grasp. I think one thing as independent filmmakers, we feel like when we're creating content or we're creating films or anything that we're kind of on like this island, like where we don't have any way to really change anything other than what's on the island. That's making films, making videos, anything like that. And I feel like it sometimes feels like you're limited to that. Like, okay, well, I can do this, but like no one's really watching. And it's really crazy how if you just branch out, meet connections, go, meet actors, meet directors, posting videos, like the opportunities that'll open up to you. Currently, I've been working on, Chlorine Kills, but there's some other projects I haven't talked about that have been in the background. Something that's going to be coming out very soon that I've worked on and I've been very quiet about because out of respect to the creator who's making that movie. I've been wanting to just kind of delve deeper into what are the opportunities that kind of present itself to you when you just open yourself up to that. One thing I've really tried this year is just trying to open myself to working with different people. Like I've made a lot of films with Joel Dick and my friend Ed. And I will always make a ton of movies with them because they're my guys. Like they're the guys I really want to make projects with. But this year I really opened myself up to the potential of just doing things with different people because you never know what opportunities are going to open up to you unless you try. And I've noticed that the more I've expanded my network through just YouTube and through meeting people, amazing projects have opened up. There was one project, the one that I'm talking about, that I've been keeping secret, and I'm gonna do a whole video on it when it comes out. But it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like when I say it was once in a lifetime, I'm like, I don't know of any other filmmakers in my own personal life who've ever had an experience this cool. And it was literally something that opened itself up because I made a friend. I made a friend in the filmmaking community, and that opened myself up to the possibility of doing something so out of this world cool that I didn't really even think it was possible. And I think the encouragement I'm trying to give you here is that your dreams are a lot closer than you think. Your dreams of what you want to do in your life or what you want to do as a filmmaker or an artist, they're not far away. They're only far away to how you perceive them in the moment. But everything can change in a single second. Everything can change with one comment or one interaction. And I think that's the thing about the filmmaking or the art game or anything like that. When you're trying to be an artist, all it takes is literally one day, one really good day for your whole luck to change. And I kind of play like I'm, investing or something like that. Like where not every day am I going to be seeing these huge gains, but at some point there might be a spike or there might be a huge amount of growth, and you have to be patient. So not allowing yourself to get, bogged down with the day-to-day numbers. Like sometimes I have my YouTube channel open over here. I'll look at the numbers and it's not going up in the way I want it to go up. And I used to get really paranoid or upset when I would be like, oh, it's not growing as fast as I thought it would grow. But that stuff is kind of inconsequential comparatively to just playing the long game, making a lot of projects, making a lot of films, connecting with a lot of people. Once you've done that and you've put in 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 years, you're just increasing your odds of your dreams becoming true because most people fall off. Most people don't commit. And if you're someone who does commit, and if you're someone who actually commits to it and doesn't say, I want to do this, but doesn't actually do it. I'm talking about people who sit down every week, week by week, month by month, year by year, and they commit to it. If they actually care, they're going to last a lot longer. I think like one thing I've always seen when I've talked to filmmaking friends, they're like, oh, you've built up a really big channel. And it's like, the only reason why I've built up a decent sized channel is because I just didn't give up. I didn't stop at any point. I might have stopped periodically here and there, but I never gave up making projects. I've always been making stuff. I've always been creating. I always have been pursuing my dreams no matter what. In the face of, having a job and I don't have a lot of time, or I don't have a lot of, ability to do things as much as I used to. I still am pursuing my filmmaking career on a day-to-day basis. When I started this journey, I got shouted out by Austin McConnell, and maybe it didn't give me like the insane meteoric, rise that like would be enough to make it a full-time career, but it did energize me, and it did get me a huge audience on one of my films, and it did get me interest in my projects, and all it took was one guy to see it. So if you believe in that, and if you believe your dreams are closer than you think, then I'd say just keep pursuing the grind, keep pursuing working on a project without worrying about the numbers, because all it takes is one specific person. Just when you're making something, just know that anytime you release anything and you get one comment or a few comments, I have this belief system that you try to comment on everything you can. Maybe sometimes you're tired or whatever, but like try to respond to everything. Try to give people respect. They invested time into you. Now you invest time into them and write a comment back. Sometimes I'm not even the best at, I don't take my own advice sometimes. But for the most part, if you look at most of my videos, almost every comment is responded to, because you want to treat those people with respect, because you don't know who they are. You have no idea. And the amount of times that I've commented and communicated with someone and then it turned out to be like a connection. Like I met my friend Josh. He sent me an email. He wanted to make like a Star Wars short film. And if I had just not responded and I had not even checked my email, I would have never realized he was an amazing poster guy. And then we started talking about posters, and then we built a connection and a friendship, and then we started working on a project called Picking Up the Pieces. A whole movie was birthed from literally not even anything other than just communicating through email. So it's kind of amazing, and I do hope that if you do watch this video, that you do think about it, and you do think about, responding to all these comments, responding to the people that enjoy your work, because you never know who they might be. So thanks. You have a good one. I'm going to be working on Chlorine Kills.